Alright, let's get it in. E-King Fight News. Nicholas Walters versus Nonito Donaire. This is a great fight. This is it's Nonito Donaire taking on a young, hungry challenger. Something a lot of champions don't do these days, pointing at Danny Garcia. So I think we have to give credit to Nonito Donaire. As much as I mention him as a champion, he's a former champion. He's not really a title holder right now, but he's got a big enough name to not give a fuck and fight anybody. And really, he's got enough of a fan base, probably a bigger fan base than fucking Danny Garcia. So he's definitely gotten his name to a degree where he can pick and choose, especially at this level of boxing. Fuck, everyone's picking and choosing right now, and you know, Nicholas Walters is a huge threat. He's a slight favorite in the fight. Um, so not only uh, do certain fans want to, ride with Nicholas Walters. This is a young, hungry Jamaican. Didn't come from much. Huge power in both hands, especially with the left hook. This guy, Nonito Donaire might wanna, you say you don't left hook with the hooker. You say don't hook with the hooker, but fucking, we don't know who the biggest left hook is in this fight. It could be Walters. So but Nonito Donaire definitely has the proven record in terms of what he's done. Uh, he had a great year in I believe 2012, where he dominated his division, avoiding he avoided Rigondeaux for a while, like pretty much for as long as he could, until there was enough demand for that fight to happen. And Bob Arum pretty much promised Rigondeaux that he'd get that fight. So the shit went down, and it went downhill for Nonito Donaire since then. And part of me really believes that Nonito Donaire uh, has really lost lost a little bit of his motivation to be the best he can be in the ring. That's what I believe. In terms of deterioration, uh, I don't agree with that because maybe Nonito Donaire wasn't as good as we thought he was. He was being overrated in the shadow of Manny Pacquiao. Let's be honest. And in terms of being a pound for pound type guy, part of that is having a great defense, just a little bit of slickness. You don't have to be overly slick, but just enough to really, for it to be noticeable how good your defensive construct is. And Donaire doesn't really have too much of that anymore. He gets hit a lot. You saw him get lit up by Victor Archinian for most of that fight, and you know he got lit up by Rigondeaux. Mathabula landed a lot of shots on him. Uh, that dude he fought before, fuck, man, he fought Nishioka. That was a boring ass fight where he ended up knocking dude out. Um, there was a split decision against the guy he fought in 2012, and that was a really close fight too. So you know what? Donaire's a solid fighter, but I just think Walters has the edge here. Um, and he's just got that youthful exuberance, as Larry Merchant would say. And I just think he has um, that youth hunger type drive into this fight, and he really wants to win. He's hungry. I was fucking talking to Dante about this fight. I told him, Donaire's gonna get knocked out. He's gonna get knocked out 6, 7 rounds if Walters really comes hungry. And obviously, don't be surprised if Walters knocks that boy out. And I just feel like in a weird, strange way, I feel like this could end up kind of like how Manny Pacquiao burst onto the scene when he knocked out Barrera. I think this is one of those fights right here where Walters comes alive and takes the boxing world by storm. That's what I believe. Let me know what you guys think. I think Walters finds a way to win this fight, and it could completely be the other way around. But I think Donaire has lost enough motivation to where he's primed for a loss. So shout out to Nicholas Walters. Uh, you better come hungry. It is what it is, guys. Peace out. Take care.